Hi everyone, this is Erin Stelter and this is my week 3 ethnography report for Comm3613. And my 4 terms this week are personal-contextual dialectic, differences, similarity dialectic, cultural individualistic dialectic, and privilege disadvantages dialectic. And to begin, there were some terms that applied to all 4 of my terms, so I'll go through those first. And I got all of my information from where we've been getting our weekly reading in communication in the real world, an introduction to communication studies, and I found all of this information in chapter 8 section 3, and I'll link to that below. So some information that applies to all 4 terms is the definition of dialectic is a relationship between 2 opposing concepts that constantly push and pull one another. And the book says, to put it another way, thinking dialectically helps us realize that our experiences often occur in between 2 different phenomena. And a counter term is dichotomies, which are dualistic ways of thinking that highlight opposites, reducing the ability to see gradations that exist in between concepts. So these dialectics that I'm discussing here, they're more, we can see things in 2 different ways at once rather than either or. And so the one I'm going to talk about is personal-contextual dialectic. And the definition for that is, the personal-contextual dialectic highlights the connection between our personal patterns and preferences for communicating and how various contexts influence the personal. And so the book says, in some cases, our communication patterns and preferences will stay the same across many contexts. In other cases, a context shift may lead us to alter our communication and adapt. And that was on page 406. And so what this means is that an individual may change the way they communicate depending on the context of the environment that they're in. So, for example, many of us communicate differently with our friends when we're on the phone or out than we do with, say, our boss at work, because your environment is different, the context of the situation is different. You need to be more professional with your boss, whereas with your friends, you don't have to be. And in some cases, you may have a more relaxed relationship with your boss. So sometimes you may not have to be as professional with your boss, but let's say you're in a meeting with your boss's boss, and so in that situation, you would go from your comfortable relationship with your boss to being even more professional in this context. So that's kind of what that means. So I look forward to watching all of your videos and hearing about your terms, and I hope everyone's having a good week. Thanks.